What is up, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to Chill with Pete. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. This is the coffee break catch-up series. It's also a little bit of an update as well because I want to talk to you about my birthday P&Q, which hasn't happened yet. I've had my birthday. Yes, you probably know that. And you're probably thinking, well, where's the P&Q then? Have you missed it? Or... No, you haven't missed it. It's just work has been so incredibly busy, and I mean phenomenally busy, that combined with the odd little bit of time I get off of work, the weather hasn't been great. And I so wanted to do my birthday P&Q in a special place which holds special meaning for me. I have a couple of days off towards the end of next week, and I'm hoping that one of those days will be okay weather-wise, and I can get to the place I want and I can record P&Q. So that's the update. Just want to let you know it hasn't happened yet. You know, you can always ask a question here again if you want to. But the majority of the questions have all been compiled now, so they're all printed out, ready to go. Anything else I would have to write down by hand or something, but yeah, because getting into the office with the printer is not an easy task at the moment. You know, got our daughter staying with us this week, so you know the guest area is kind of taken up, and that's where the other office is. So a little bit tricky. So yeah, the questions are all raring to go. I'm raring to go. I'm so looking forward to it because there's some really great questions on there this time, and I'm so looking forward to doing it. I can't wait. Other news. Well, 10th edition looming. Well, what can I say? 40k 10th edition. Yeah, awesome. I know a lot of people get involved in all the political aspects of it, and the you know the cost of hobby living, as it were, and all that kind of. I'm not interested in that. I know we all know what the deal is when it comes to Games Workshop, when it comes to Warhammer. But we also know that, you know, that kind of plastic crack is particularly addictive. So, yeah, what can we do? The only thing I'm a little bit sad on, yeah, my codexes, am I going to get rid of them? No. It's true, there's not an awful lot of fluff and that in them, but they still get me motivated, they still get me hyped. And when I was in the process of moving, I couldn't hobby. All I had, I mean, at one time I couldn't even read White Dwarf, but when I was able to start reading that again, I was playing. I'm still playing catch up with it, by the way. I'm like an issue behind, and I'm like, I'm so wanting to do this. That combined with all the videos you guys put out on YouTube, lovely, wonderful videos. Thank you so much. Helps keep me in the loop, kind of thing. So that's what it's all about. Really excited, that's all I can say. So I've got my coffee here today. I've got another upcoming video. Do you remember the video I did on my Necrons? I just like saying these are my Necrons, and I'm still doing like the Necron, the whole Necron thing when it comes to the introduction to Warhammer, and I'm not put out by the fact that there's a new edition coming out, which will mean new box sets. Of course it does. But the introduction to Warhammer, getting started thing, it's not about how to play. It's not that. It's not how the rules are. So I don't care if there's a new edition of rules. Really don't care on that. There will be any new magazines or whatever that come out and I'm able to get hold of, I'll incorporate that. But you know, I don't foresee that I will need to. I think it will be absolutely fine as is. Yeah, and I've got an awesome, let you know, Astra Militarum video coming up soon. I'm really excited about that. I was basically, I thought, the other day I had this strange thought. I thought, do you know what? I love Astra Militarum. I just do. I kept seeing Astra Militarum kits in the local hobby shop and that whenever I went, I was like, oh, yeah, yeah. And it was, that's interesting. So, I don't know if that's all of what I've got. It's everything I've found thus far, but I am going to be looking high and low for any other bits and bobs. So, eyes. Watch this space, basically. Eyes peeled for that one. Right. What else? Personal update. My health is getting a lot better. Thank you, universe. Thank you. I'm able to walk unaided now, which is good. There was a few days where I couldn't. I was on the walking stick again. I had an MS relapse. It's a bummer. I had a bout of cognitive fogging. The scariest thing I've ever had, I think, with regards to this. It was I was, because I work from home, as you may know. I went to log on to my computer, and I couldn't remember how to log in. I couldn't remember what I've got to do. Can't remember passwords and things. Yeah, forget it. Can't remember that. So it got to the point where the very, 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 very brief explanation is I felt like my world was closing in and I couldn't understand anything that was around me, to the point where I was staring. I remember staring at my keyboard thinking, that's a keyboard. This is the computer I need for work, and I just couldn't remember what I was like. I was in a mire of quicksand and fog, and anyway, I've got a better analogy for it than that, but that's the short version. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I had some time off work until I recovered. I went back after a week, probably too soon, but thanks to the wonderfully supportive nature of the environment where I work now, it was easy and easily manageable, and they were great. They're like a family, a second family to me. They look after me, and I will always be eternally grateful for that. I mean, if any of them are watching this, which I highly doubt because this isn't their thing, but should any of my work colleagues see this, then I just want to say thank you. It means more than words can say, having worked in environments where I've not been used to that level of care. So, thank you so much. Enough of that. So, my health's getting better, which is great, mentally and physically. And that's just awesome. Awesome. Because our daughter's up, my wife and I went out with our daughter for a steak night at the one of our local pubs yesterday. It was wonderful. I had a wonderful time. It was absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Loved every second of it. Can't wait to do it again. Go back again for something else sometime. That was really, really wonderful. And plus, my friend who lives in Liverpool, he says he's really going to try and come down next time he's down to Plymouth, because he goes down to Plymouth once a month. He's going to try and see me on the way back as he comes back up again. I'm hoping that can work out. Because I said, we've got capacity for visitors now to stay, and that's absolutely fine. Can't wait to catch up with him, have a drink or two, chew the fat, and basically show him my dream. So I'm looking forward to that as well. What else? My goodness, my new microphone, which I got for my birthday, I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. And there's going to be another video coming up soon too regarding these bad boys here. Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy paints. I want to give my honest thoughts on them. I didn't order a set of them. I just ordered a couple of washes and an essential colour, as you saw there, Doom Death Black. I want to give my honest thoughts on them, and not like a full in-depth review or anything like just my initial thoughts, and whether I think they're worth, the money, basically. I think, I won't go into that here. The weather's been not very good, as I said earlier, for a while. I just, it's that time of year, and we're coming up to April, so April showers, etc., etc. Yeah, the old cliche April showers thing, which is a thing. My mum has got to go in for her second eye operation. I think that's what's happening on this Wednesday, so my fingers crossed for that. I hope that goes well, because the last one was pretty successful, I think. She had a blood clot behind her eye and a cataract as well, so that was kind of a little bit scary, but I'm glad that worked out okay. She's doing well now. I've had my mum and my sister around for had a roast dinner here the other week, and that was great. That was fantastic. And it was a couple of weeks ago now. How the time flies, really does. It really does, and I'm almost scared at how quickly the time goes. Now, I've got so much hobby stuff to do now. I'm kind of right smack bang in the middle of it all now, and I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. I've got some Space Marines to do there. I've got Necrons to do there. I've got I've even got an Astra Militarum guy on the table there now. I want to do some building as well. Some building in my next on the beach with Pete. Really want to get a building video, build along video done as well, because I haven't done any building in. I think the last time I built anything was probably Lizard Men. I think when I had my roof, my new roof fitted. My previous house. It was ages ago now. Yeah, ages and ages ago. I think we could be looking at 10 months ago, maybe. At least I think that's what my memory. I mean, my memory doesn't serve me well, as you know, but that's how I remember it, which is probably wrong. But it won't be long before it's a year. But that's just my recollection of it at the moment. But yeah, so I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Oh, nice coffee. I've got to phone my mum after this video, because it's the weekend, and I phone her every day, but it's the weekend, so everything's a bit more jovial. The weekend's usually a time for like doing odd jobs around the house, and I've been doing a little bit of that this morning. So I'm going to reward myself now with some hobby time, and I'm going to really get stuck into that. I think my hobby butterfly brain is telling me, right, you can clear away some of the stuff off the bench now and get some of the Astra Militarum stuff out, because awesome, right? I can't wait to go through that with you guys and show you what I want to build and what I want to get done. I mean, I just didn't realise I had so much Astra Militarum stuff. Incredible. Right, how long have I been going for? Oh wow, 15 minutes. Sorry guys. These, but I've still got loads of coffee, so gonna have to hang around a bit. So, what else? Yeah, just my friend asked me, the one who lives in Liverpool. He said, "How's life?" I just said, "Life is good. So much calmer here. Life is calmer." Life in general. I don't mean that the way time passes, but I mean life in general is slower, calmer, and just generally nicer. I think it's the only way I can put it. Just generally nicer, calm. No stress apart from work. Work can be stressful, but briefly going back to work, we have a new member starting on our team on Monday. I'm really excited to meet them. Super stoked that we get a new team member. That's absolutely brilliant. So I can't wait to meet them and kind of get to know them a bit, and hopefully start to build a good working relationship with them. Because I know what it's like. It's not easy especially when you're home working, to start a new job, to dial in someone and you not know anything what you're doing, not know a thing. That's quite nerve wracking. So whatever I can do to put the person at ease, I'm going to absolutely. Talking of that, we've got these things in work called. We've got two good things in work. One is a called a mental health first aider, which my wife is one. Think of that as like when you a normal first aider, if you like cut yourself, whatever, you go to your first aider, they bandage you up, patch you up, and or if it's quite bad, suggest you need to go to a hospital and see a GP, whatever. It's the mental version of that. But they also do a thing called a well-being champion, which is kind of a bit below a mental health first aider. Doesn't involve as much training. It's still like a day training course, but it's just like the basics of general mental health and well-being. And I think personally, every team should have at least one person that is either a well-being champion or a mental health first aider. And I am wanting to become a well-being champion because I'm a huge advocate for mental health and well-being. I just am, particularly with the condition I've got. So I think it makes all the difference. So that's that. What else? What else have I got to tell you? I've got something else to try out. I haven't tried it yet. Mantis Models and Hobby Mini Strip Gel. This stuff you paint on a mini, leave it overnight, and then you brush off the paint. So I'm gonna be testing that out later at some point and seeing how well it works. Basically, I want to do that. I've got an Orc Boy up there, which is just badly painted, fit for this purpose. He's gloss painted, so yeah. Gonna put that on him, leave him overnight, see how easy it is to brush the paint off after. That'll be a good little test. Looking forward to that. Oh, I've ordered some more papers for my wet palette and sponges because I can't find them anywhere. Where are they? I've no idea. I'll probably find them now. I've ordered them, but yeah, whatever. I need to make a little bit of space on my shelves because my nerdiness, the way I nerd out and collect stuff, it means you accumulate things. I've got a load of Funko Pop heads. How many have I got, by the way? I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 11 at the moment. 11 Funko Pop heads. That's cool. And and like a pop head wannabe. Yeah, but yeah, it's really really cool. Okay. Soaps, Dr. Squatch. I've put in an order for a few more bars of that because I love Dr. Squatch. So if anybody else out there likes Dr. Squatch, then cool in it. Really, really cool. Really love it. Smells incredible and lasts so long. Awesome. Oh, I can't wait to do this video. I've got to phone my mum though, so I'll finish up my coffee. Oh, that was a nice cup of coffee. But that's it. So 21 minutes. Well, I just wanted to have a ramble with you guys. Thanks ever so much for listening. As always, thank you to my Patreon supporters as well. There will be more Patreon stuff coming up in the Patreon site, exclusive videos. And thank you for your ongoing support. It means the world to me. It's cliche, but it does help you keep going. It makes you want to do it. It just does motivates you to do this and this. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. So yeah, there will be more videos coming up. See if I can get this one downloaded to my Mac and ready for the next one. Right. Until then, though, guys, remember all brushes lead to water, and I'll see you on another video. Bye for now. Bye bye.